Howdy, 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 my name is Nachi Sasuke. Welcome back to the Backrooms. First off, last time I tried a thing where I had the microphone be right next to my face. This time the microphone can't be right next to my face, plus it's a completely different microphone. So, I'm going to be talking louder. Hopefully that makes the audio quality slightly better than it was before. Also, yesterday my loud neighbors arrived significantly earlier than they usually do, and if that happens again, then the microphone might pick up whatever they're doing outside. Because all of their parties happen right up under my window, and yesterday it was firecrackers right up under my window. So hopefully none of that happens again, but if it does, and you hear it, that's what that was. So anyway, I was told in the comments of the last video that I should start with level 0. But apparently clicking on that... Okay, no, there it is. Okay, so I'm going to read the page explaining the levels, which I think I tried to do last time. But last time, in addition to not knowing what was going on, I was also having difficulty seeing the website. But now my computer is closer, so it shouldn't be a problem this time. Anyway, that's enough blabbering before actually reading anything. Levels. Normal levels. Normal levels, diverse in size, security, and safety are the blueprints of the Backrooms. Some levels are homes to sustained communities, while others pose major threats to any life inside them. Many of these levels represent what are known as liminal spaces, evoking an eerie feeling inside the heads of its inhabitants. Hold on. I almost forgot to mute my Alexa device so that it wouldn't start talking. Liminal spaces. View some of the level's photographs and you may enthusiastically point your finger and scream, "This place looks familiar!" We must warn you that the Backrooms do not abide by normal Earth laws. Physics is thrown aside for more chaotic anomalies. We urge you not to linger in any single level unless there is documentation proving its safety. Levels can change over time, or even stop existing. Whenever this happens, a different space will replace the old level, which will cease to exist from this database, but can be found in our archives. Remember that numbers are arbitrary. In most cases, the level's number has no correlation with the level's properties. Please keep this in mind when you ultimately create a new level document on our database. Understand that it is your duty to create a piece of documentation immersive and descriptive enough such that your readers, who traverse the level you're documenting, know just as much as you do. Remember that you have creative freedom in how you choose to portray your discoveries. Ask yourself whether a lost wanderer who views your level entry can effectively navigate it using your information. Don't worry if you lack information, another wanderer can always fill in. However, ensure that you have a general gist of the level you're documenting and enough elaboration to make wanderers' travel easier. Alright, so level 0 is the lobby. The main 9. Alright, so level 0, the lobby, survival difficulty class 1, safe, secure, minimal entity count. Level 0 is the first level of the Backrooms and the first level mini encounter. Description. Level 0 is a seemingly infinite non-linear space resembling the backrooms of a retail outlet. All rooms in Level 0 appear uniform and share superficial features such as yellowed wallpaper, damp carpeting, electrical outlets, and inconsistently placed fluorescent lighting. However, no two rooms within the levels are identical. The fluorescent lighting present in Level 0 hums at a constant frequency. This buzzing is notably louder and more obtrusive than ordinary fluorescent lights, and examination of the fixtures to determine the source has been inconclusive thus far. Secondly, the substance saturating the carpet cannot be consistently identified. It is not water, nor is it safe to consume. I mean, even if it was water, I wouldn't really go sucking on a carpet. The first known image of Level 0 posted to 4chan, of course it was. Linear space in Level 0 is altered drastically. It is possible to walk in a straight line and return to the starting point and end up in a completely different set of rooms than the ones previously passed through. Due to this phenomenon, and the visual similarity between each room, consistent navigation of Level 0 has proven very difficult. Devices such as GPS locators and compasses fail to function within the level, and radio communications are audibly distorted and often unreliable. Entities. Level 0 is thought to be entirely devoid of life. To date, no interactions with other wanderers and/or entities during explorations have ever been recorded in the level. Entrances and exits. Entrances. Level 0, and by extension the Backrooms, can be accessed by accidentally no-clipping out of bounds and normal reality. The front rooms. Is that really what reality is called? The front rooms? No clipping out of certain levels may transport one to Level 0. Exits. There are 4 currently known methods of exiting level 0. A variety of factors will eventually cause the hallways to fade into level 1. No clipping through a wall will transport to level -1. Breaking through the floor may lead to level 27. It may also lead out into the void. Rarely, wandering far enough in any direction may lead one out to the Manila room. So should I just, like, continue reading the levels? Oh! Okay. There are a lot more levels than it just went, oh look, the main 9! So am I supposed to be reading 0 to 99, or should I go back to the main 9? Honestly, it sounds like if I just keep going, I'm going to eventually just end up reading the main 9. Let's find out. If it does not say, let's say, if this level 1 is not the habitable room, then habitable room, whatever. Alright, next level. Okay, yeah, so I can just keep reading, just do it. Survival difficulty class 1, save secure minimal entities. Level 1 is the second level of the Backrooms. I just realized the irony of me doing this as episode 0 and then episode 1 because of the Backrooms also doing that. I did not think that through. Anyway, level 1 is a massive warehouse with concrete floors and walls, exposed rebar, dim fluorescent lights placed on the walls, and a low-hanging fog, with no discernible source. But really, what's the discernible source of fog? I'm sure it has a scientific explanation, but most of the time you just walk outside and you can't see nothing, and it's like, ah! Fog! Great. Driving's gonna be fun today. So, yeah. Fog with no indiscernible whatever the fuck. Anyway. It is always far more expensive possessing staircases. I missed a thing. Okay, there we go. The fog often coalesces into condensation, forming puddles on the floor in inconsistent areas. Unlike level 0, this level possesses a consistent supply of water and electricity, which allows indefinite habitation by wanderers, providing that appropriate precautions are taken. So I guess that means minimal entities does not mean 0 entities. It is also far more expansive, possessing staircases, elevators, isolated rooms, and hallways. The fluorescent lights at any time can flicker and turn off for minutes or even hours. Don't like that. When this occurs, hostile entities may appear. Don't like that! These entities rarely attack in groups and tend to avoid light. If the lights turn off, it is strongly advised to try and navigate your steps. Navigate your steps. Try and avoid any strange noises, and then find a room. Make sure to bring a light source with you. What, so does level 1 just have flashlights kicking around? Because I don't know that anybody would no-clip into the Backrooms and just have a flashlight. Although, I guess if they were running around in the Slender Man woods and then no-clipped into the Backrooms while trying to find the pages, they'd have a flashlight. Wouldn't that suck? Wouldn't it suck to be the guy who's been chased by Slender Man and then fall into the Backrooms? Oh man, that would suck! Maybe that's what happened to Slender Man once he fell out of the cultural zeitgeist. Maybe he's in there now. Oh, that would be cool! A Backrooms level that's nothing but, like, old internet horror things. Like, oh, Slender Man and Siren Head and some other third thing, because I don't really keep up with the spooky stuff on the internet like that. Just a level of the Backrooms that's nothing but forgotten internet cryptids. That's the word. Forgotten internet cryptids level of the Backrooms. If that's already a thing, cool. If it's not a thing, I'm not writing it. But crates of supplies appear and disappear randomly within the level, often containing a mixture of vital items: food, almond water, batteries, tarps, weaponry, clothing, medical supplies. Well, I guess that explains the flashlights, but why almond water? Do almonds make water? Coconut water's right there! And nonsensical objects: assorted car parts, boxes of crayons, used syringes, partially burnt paper, live mice in a catatonic state that have been injected with unknown substances, shoelaces, loose change, bundles of human hair. The crates should be approached with caution due to their contents, but are a valuable resource. So, like, be careful opening crates. There might be a catatonic mouse that's been drugged up on something in there. Don't wanna come across that. That's probably dangerous. Maybe it's dangerous in, like, the same way as tetanus, where if you touch the mouse, it's going to give you whatever happened to it. In addition, crude paintings and drawings with no apparent origin or meaning appear on the walls and floors. They are known to change in appearance and disappear when not in direct line of sight or when unlit. It's unlit, fam. The light fixtures within level 1 are prone to flicker and fail at inconsistent intervals. When this occurs, supplies are liable to vanish inexplicably and hostile entities may appear unexpectedly. These entities rarely attack in groups and tend to avoid light in large gatherings of people. It is advised to carry a reliable light source and sleep holding whatever items you do not wish to lose. Level 1 also serves as the entrance to the hub. I assume they don't mean, like, the Discovery Kids hub. Which I don't even think is what it's called anymore. I don't know what it's called now. I haven't watched that channel in, like, 8 years. But, God, it has been 8 years. I'm old. But let me think. So, it sounds like, since the lights fail in level 1, when it happens, the supplies disappear and hostile entities may appear unexpectedly. But not that they're the same thing. So it's not that the hostile entities roll up and go, "Ooh, a bundle of human hair! I'll take this if you don't need it." It's more like, ah, dang, my bundle of human hair disappeared. Also, something appears to be gnawing on my ankle. Stop that! And then you just shine a laser light in its face and it hisses and runs away. So, you know, if you don't want to lose your bundles of human hair or your assorted car parts, hug those when you sleep, and you'll be fine. Well, you'll be fine from them disappearing. You will not be fine from the things gnawing on your ankles in the dark. That's still going to happen. So let's see. Entities. Beings typically lurk in level 1, especially when the lights are off. Known beings in level 1 include dullers, adult facelings, hounds, skin stealers, and scratchers. So they wouldn't even want the bundle of human hair, because they steal skin! Let's see what some of these dudes are. Try that again. Entity 6. Should I just wait until I get to the entities page? But there's like 1,000 of these. Maybe what I'll do is I'll read a few levels in one episode and then start reading entities in another one. I'll do that. So we'll have to find out what dullers, facelings, hounds, skin stealers, and scratchers are some other time. Although I can only assume adult facelings are either like disembodied faces skittering across the floor, or just like adult severed heads. Neither one of them is particularly pleasing to consider, but that's what I imagine something called a faceling is. Or they could be like face huggers. I don't know. I'm curious. I'm gonna not do exactly what I just said. Facelings. Okay, so it's not facelings running around. It's people who don't have faces. It's weird to call that a faceling. But we'll have to find out what exactly they are some other time, because now I know what they look like, and they don't know what I look like. Or they might. It could be like that one dude from the Justice League. Or I had a second example and then lost it as soon as I tried to actually deploy it. That one admiral from One Piece, but I just found out last night he sees with hockey, so he doesn't count. There are currently 8 known colonies and outposts in level 1. It should be noted that attempting to meet up with these colonies will prove extremely difficult, as the backrooms stretch out for millions of miles. Some of them may not exist now, some might not have existed at all. What? The Raiders, recently discovered group, with an expected number of 68 members. They're mostly friendly with regular travelers and are willing to trade, but will shoot down members of certain groups. That's not usually what raiders do. Usually you're called a raider if you raid things and just mess with people. Like, hey, that's a nice cooler you got there. Hey, thanks, I really like this cooler. Yeah, it is a nice cooler. We're the Raiders? Okay, nice to meet you, Raiders. Yeah, we're here to raid you. I'm gonna stab you in the kidney and I'm gonna take your cooler. But, you've been raided. But no, they said they're friendly, except for with certain people. I don't know where they got guns from. Probably the weird rooms. They probably have to hug those guns when they sleep. Nope, don't make that joke. Don't make that joke. It's too timely. It's too soon. Don't make that joke. Okay, currently they're not very strong. So they got knocked out after being suspected of making an alliance with the partygoers during Operation End Party. Apparently their main objective is to eradicate every big group in the Backrooms, claiming that adding corruption or politics into the Backrooms would make it an even worse place. They planned to get bigger and bigger by stealing and taking over colonies and outposts. This, however, failed when they tried to steal Outpost Funtime. Although recounts don't show this, a camera footage has been found. 60 raiders were killed in this incident. This led to MEG to believe that they were making an alliance with the partygoers, so they were recently destroyed in the Battle of Midtown. Okay. Base flickers of the backroom colonists. Relatively a small base, owned by the main group, friendly and open to trade. Population ranging from 25 to 200 depending on the number of people stationed there. Usually used for fandom or Reddit posts by people there. Huh? Has public Wi-Fi and allows people to go here for any internet catch-up. Often interacts with the other outposts or bases in the level, mainly the Republic of level 153 and the Orderly Republic. The Republic of level 153. Outpost of the Republic of level 153 has around 40 members, takes in survivors. Existed since the creation of the Republic of level 153. Well, yeah. I would imagine they would have existed since the creation of them. What is the point of this statement? Was I expected to think they've existed since the creation of Republic 140-something? Has bounties on certain entities, has around 60 guns and 3 machine guns. You know, machine guns are still guns, right? There was not really a reason to... Are they separate from the 60? Because you could have just said 63 guns. The biologists. Large outposts, friendly and open to trade. Study the population of entities. Analyze and collect DNA samples. The Orderly Republic. The largest outpost on level 1 consists of mainly young adults, quite friendly, always open to trading. Guide Outpost 3. Second outpost of the Tourism Guide and the second largest group in level 1. Heavily armed at all times due to entities. Normally open for trading except during search and rescues. Open for staying with them for safety for a week or so in exchange for small amounts of supplies. Sanction. Previously hidden behind a false wall roughly 98 meters / approximately 321.522 feet southeast from the exit. Devastated by unknown entity or entities, no members found, but noises are common when near the false wall. Some still claim to see the residents and even talking to them, only people who didn't know the fate of the sanction report seeing them. Strange markings on the walls, claimed to have to be a cult, with being reborn as their objective, considered a lie by most as people still talk to them and prove that they aren't lying by revealing things only they would know. Easily recognizable as all of the documented members have a scar on their left cheek. Oasis Lyra of the OFSEB. Accommodates supplies and recruits wanderers. Population is approximately 130. Supplies are dependent on supply chains. Not open to trade, but willing to supply travelers passing through. Entrances and exits. Level 1 has many entrances, Ed Boy. Opening ordinary doors in many levels has a small chance of leading to the level. One is able to enter this level by no-clipping in level 0. No-clip in level 1.5 to enter this level. One can enter this level by switching a lever given by the younglings in level 995. The younging, not the younglings. There's not any of those anymore. One can also enter this level by entering the correct number on the number pad in level 1051. How many are there? Exits. One can exit level 1 by simply continuing to explore the backrooms. Level 1 usually leads to level 2 or back to level 0. Other methods of exiting are as follows. An unlocked door may lead to level 2. The hub can be accessed from this level. From the entrance of level 1, head straight down the corridor and stop at the door. Go through the door, then continue until the end of that corridor, then double back to the entrance of the level. There should now be a diverging path that goes left or right. Take the left. There'll be another divergence. Take the right. Then at the next one, take a left, and at the next one, take a right, and as soon as the right path is taken, the path will lead to 2 doors labeled A and B. Take the B. Upon going through that door, a new room will look identical to the last one. Now take the A door. This is the one that leads to the hub. If any of these steps are completed incorrectly, by taking the wrong turn or not doubling back, one may end up somewhere completely random. Imagine that. If you somehow encountered Entity 126 and got caught, there will be a small chance for you to not be killed and be dragged by it to level 6. No clipping through walls that have outlets may lead to either level 229 or level 188. Rarely, falling asleep in this level may lead to one of the bedrooms in level 1950. Finding and interacting with a black doll may lead one to level 74 or 53. No clipping through the other side of the walls without falling to the void will lead to level 1/2. So, there's pages for, like, the first 1,000, although some of them don't actually go anywhere. So I guess maybe it's just placeholders in case those numbers happen? But, let's see. There's things for the first 99, things for the next 100, and the next 100 except for 268 and 285 and 238. 300, except for 347 and 385. All the 400s. Most of the 500s, but not 593, 96, or 97. 669, nice. 671, 675, 681, 53, 83, 87, 91, gone. A lot of 700s are missing. A lot of 800s are missing. And a few 900s. So there's not exactly 1,000 of them, but there's enough to be like, but they do seem to be shorter than SCP entries, so if I read this the way I used to read the SCP wiki, I can probably get through the levels pretty quick, but there are also other things, like the entities. But let's check out level 2. Survival difficulty, class 2, unsafe, secure, low entity count. Level 2 is actually level 3. Description. Level 2 consists of long, dim concrete maintenance hallways with steam pipes lining the walls and ceilings. I don't like that! The first known photo of level 2, photographer presumed dead. Is that supposed to be the photographer, or is that what the photographer saw? Because, like, if I walked into a hallway and it was full of pipes and that thing, I'd be like, haha, nope, I'm just gonna run face first into this wall until something else happens. Later, my dude or my lady, I don't have a hat to tip from having said that, so I'm gonna just keep running into this wall, and I guess I'll see you in level 942. Anyway, the pipes cause the heat in level 2 to reach immense temperatures. I think I missed a sentence, but it doesn't really seem like it matters. There's not doors. Doors are rarely found, housing metal shelves and ventilation ducts. Pipes make heat, reportedly reaching 200 degrees Fahrenheit or 93 degrees Celsius and higher, boiling any wanderer alive. Would it though? Because the boiling temperature is 212 Fahrenheit, and also we're not entirely water. Boiling is one thing. I'm pretty sure they die from the heat itself before they boil. Because, like, if the pipes cause the heat to reach immense temperatures, and the whole level is just a hallway full of the pipes, then it wouldn't really be boiling. It would just be kind of dying from heat in general. Because I don't know about you, but I don't routinely just stand next to 200-degree pipes for a while. Anyway, occasionally doors can lead to small rooms that may contain machinery that are connected to the pipes present throughout the level. Random items that were left by other explorers can be found in the metal shelves. Due to the insalubrious conditions found in level 2, roaches and mice are found around the hallways. Insalubrious. Adjective, especially of a climate or locality, not salubrious, unhealthy. A poor area full of insalubrious hotels. Seedy, unsavory, sordid, seamy, sleazy, unpleasant, dingy. I don't know if I consider insalubrious a good word for hallway that is very hot. Also, if the hallway is boiling people, why are mice just vibing? Are these the comatose mice from level 0? Are they all messed up because of the insalubrious conditions found in level 2? Such as 200 degrees Fahrenheit? Because I really don't think that counts as insalubrious, that's just inhospitable. Anyway, some sections of level 2 are completely devoid of light, while some others are only lit up by alternate sources of light, such as flashlights and lamps. A notably humid, musty smell can be found in areas where the pipes exist. Level 2 is far more dangerous than Level 1 due to the hazards above and sheer number of entities inhabiting the level. If you come into contact with a creature in this level, it is advised that you should run immediately as they are incredibly hostile and will kill off most victims. which is typically where the word victims comes from. As one walks in this level, after a few days the pipes will start to go farther and farther in until one cannot walk any further without suffering severe burns. If one persists at this point, the tunnel will close behind them and they will be cooked alive. Why is it always the rooms full of pipes where the pipes are alive and just kill you? I'm 2 for 2 websites where there's a room full of pipes that serves no other purpose than making you cease to be alive. Oh, there's also facelings here, but it doesn't say adult facelings. Known entities that lurk in level 2 are facelings, hounds, smilers, and scratchers. Additional entities likely lurk in this level, however. Entrances and exits. One of the two only known ways to enter level 2... One of the two only known way to enter level 2 is via a stairwell in level 1. There, one can find an unlocked door that will lead to here. So what's the other way to get in? Why did you write it like this? Why did you say that there's two ways to get in, but only one of them was said? What's the other one? There are 4 known ways of exiting level 2. Finding a fire exit in level 2 will transport one to level 3. And despite the dangers and risk. Entering an office-style elevator will lead to level 4. No clipping through a corner will rarely lead to level 364. Okay. But why did you mention there being 2 and then only tell 1? That's worse than redacting it because you didn't actually have any ideas. I'm gonna do one more. Level 3, Electrical Station. Survival difficulty class 4. Unsafe. Unsecure. High entity count. Level 3 is the 4th level with survival class 4. Ha ha ha! How about that? It's only 3 in name and it's 4 in every other way. Description. Level 3 is an expansive complex of thin brick hallways and electrical machinery. That looks like a picture of a prison. Countless randomly segmented rooms are present across the level in no particular pattern. In addition, pipes line the walls and ceilings of the level. These pipes are filled with contaminated almond water, which sometimes leaks onto the floor. What is with almond water in this website? What is almond water? Okay, so almond water's not even a real thing. Okay. I was like, I've heard of almond milk, but what the hell is almond water? Apparently almond water is nothing. Okay. Almond water. Hallways in level 3 are very enclosed and narrow. Some even require wanderers to bend, hunch, or crawl through them. Although level 3 shares similarities with level 2, such as the claustrophobic hallways and the pipes, this level seems to be more well-maintained than the previous, along with having more functioning machinery throughout the level, and not being 200 degrees Fahrenheit, 93 degrees Celsius. Rooms containing machinery can be found in many locations in level 3. This results in loud sounds of machinery being heard in certain areas of the level. Some of these rooms are connected by a smaller set of hallways. Most machinery in the level appears to be used to provide energy to an unknown destination, whilst others seem to sustain the steam pipes found in the level. Exposed wire sometimes comes out through the floors, walls, and ceilings as well. Automated doors can be found throughout this level and will slam shut and lock at random intervals. This seems to happen more often if an entity is present. That sounds like, the doors and stuff in that movie 13 Ghosts, which I have the DVD of but have never really been able to bring myself to watch by myself. I love that movie. I'm 30 years old. I saw that when I was a kid, and I will never watch that movie alone. But there's a point where a dude gets cut in half by like, sliding glass panels. And that's what this reminds me of. Like, if you're walking through one of these doors, and level 3 is like, well, time to close that door. There goes your you. Entities. Hounds, facelings, skin stealers, stalkers, and male death moths are the only known entities that inhabit this. I need to see what a death moth is. What's a death moth? I need to know. Are there no pictures? Oh, it doesn't even... Oh! It doesn't even have its own page? You can't just call something a death moth and not even give me a picture? Man, that sounds badass. Oh, what if it was fluffy, but like, goth fluffy? like one of the really fluffy, cute moths, but with death metal spikes. And then it just, like, hovers toward you like that one meme of the dude floating down the hallway, chasing the one kid. Just have the male death moth be one of the cute, fluffy moths, but with death metal spikes, just hovers down the wall. And it, like, death metal roars lamp as it chases you. I'm sure it's called death moth because it causes death, but it's much more interesting to imagine the male death moth as a fucking death metal, man-sized moth coming at you going, Rrrp! And then it doesn't even really do anything. Like, it might hug you and the spikes might hurt, because I don't know if you've ever hugged a death metal person covered in spikes, but it does sting a little. Anyway, colonies and outposts. Due to the nature of the level, colonies and outposts are considered unfeasible to exist. Entrances and exits. One can enter level 3 by going through a fire exit on level 2. Entering this level is also possible by drinking blood found in drawers and level 41. Why would you do that? Oh wow, what's in this drawer? Blood? That sure looks scrumptious to me. Let me just... Oh no, I'm in the electrical hallways. Look, a death moth! No clipping under a table found in level 521 in the A section that has a 3 written on it. Exits. One of the few safe ways to leave level 3 is through the elevators, which often lead to level 4 or 5. However, if the elevator is marked with greenery, it will lead to 931. Certain extended hallways in this level may lead to level 273. These hallways can be identified by a lack of pipes lining the walls and a noticeable decrease in temperature as one traverses the hallway. There's a generator-controlled door that will lead you to either level 4 or the finish zone. Not a finish zone, not an end, it's a trap. So then who named it the finish zone? Because if it's called the finish zone, somebody at some point had to have been there to call it that. Which means somebody got to the finish zone, found out it was a trap, named it the finish zone, got out, and just let people keep going there while thinking it was the way out. And if that's what happened, that guy is an asshole. But anyway, that's going to do it for this episode of the Backrooms. And the next one, I could not even begin to tell you what we're going to do next. Maybe we'll read more levels. Maybe we'll read some entities. Maybe we'll be disappointed because the really cool sounding entities won't actually go anywhere. But whatever happens, if you like this video, a like and a subscribe will be groovy. If you didn't, you'll need to do either one of those things. If you want to click the bell, you can do that as well so that you're notified of future uploads. I don't know why I keep looking at the microphone like y'all can see me, but I'll see y'all in the next one. Later.